Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck. Hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack. Starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack. Produced by Barry Laminack. Directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is, what is it? Wednesday? May 21st, 2025. And this is episode number 944 of Barry on Deck. Shout out to Pops. That was his number, 4 and 44. My dad had an obsession with the number 4. Rest in peace to Pops. So anytime 4 or 44 pops up, got a shout out to old man. What up, McDougal? Good to see you. Let's see. It's good to home. I miss you, deckhead. Sorry to wait. Hey, what up, Mina? Good to see you, pimp. Let's get it. It feels really weird. Feels like we're starting early. Even though we're starting late, it feels like we're starting early, considering how late we've been starting. Although, I will say, this little session thing over here on this monitor on the left of me, you're right, says we started the button, the go live button, 11 minutes and 45 seconds ago, almost 12 minutes ago. It's 2:40. Not bad. All things considered, the way shit has been going, not too bad. Going on 12 minutes now. It's 2:39. That's 2:29, 2:27. Not too shabby, kids. 2:27 is when I hit go. Not too shabby. I'll take it. It's not 2 o'clock. But it ain't 3:05 or 3:10 like it has been. I don't know what's going on with this software. Jesus. Come on, man. I got to figure that out. Why is that not working? Loop. Text software. 6.1.1 won't start. It's possible there are conflicts with other software the recent update has caused. You can try troubleshooting. Go kiss my ass. If it doesn't work, please try resetting the firmware. Oh boy. Okay. Well. All right. Oh well. Hopefully this doesn't crash the whole stream, because that would not be good. Let me just kill this before it does crash the stream. We don't need it. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot of shit to do. Let's say what's up to everybody real quick. Let's see who's here. Total Dallas, what's up, Big Pimp and Jeff Bell? Mr. Bell in the building. It's the Bell Boys. We got the Villanueva Boys and we got the Bell Boys. Gray Lane and Jeff. We got the Villanueva Boys, Alex and Uriel. And we got the Bell Boys, Gray Lane and Jeff. There you go. Look at that. Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell. Who else is here? Oh, Jesus. What up, Jesus? It's good to see you, pimp. Thank you for being here, my friend. People Dubs. What's up, homie? Oh, my sweet, sweet Donna. Love you to death. I do remember that, Total Dallas. Total Dallas said, remember comparing the number of viewers and the number of likes? Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. That was back when we were only on YouTube. back when there was the pandemic. So everybody was in the house because that's the excuse now. That's why people don't watch. That's the excuse why people don't watch. Oh man, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to watch. I can't. I mean, just say you don't want to. That's fine. You can. You could if you wanted to. It's fine if you don't. Just, you ain't gotta lie to kick it. But yeah, that was the thing back then. That was when we were in the midst of COVID and in the lockdown and nobody could go anywhere. So everybody watched from home. And admittedly, it was easier. But yeah, then we'd be like, why is there 125 people watching and 6 likes? What up, FJ? Good to see you, Pamp. Let's see who else is here. Nightbot, that raggedy bitch showed up. What up, Nightbot? Oh, McDougal's in the house. Christopher Mina's here. Good to see you, homie. John Dorier, how are you? Heartthrob. Scale of 1 to 10. After a half, how nervous were you? I know you went to the game. What is that? So I'm chopped suey. Fuck me, right? You got to give me a fucking minute, bro. Oh, Mina. Jeez.
Heck yeah.
You got to give me a minute to get to you, pimp. Oh, shit. Mina, you get emo fast, bro. You got to give a brother a minute. I meander through these what's ups. I take my time. Let's see. Yeah. So you were an 8, Heartthrob? I figured. Yeah. I figured you were a little nervous. I figured you'd be a little nervous. All right. Who else is here? Who else? Let's see. But I don't want anybody else getting in their feelings before I get to say what's up to everybody. So let's see. We've got, hold on. Let me get back on my page here. Jesus, FJ, what up? Donna McDougal, Mina, John Dorier, Heartthrob. Who else? Let's see. Flip it over here. McDougal said, hold on. McDougal said, Astros have a lot of new pitchers, eh? Like, who this kid who gave up 4 walks in the 8th? Who this? You know what's funny, though, McDougal? Is, bro, they may not have a lot of new pitchers, and they do. They still have one of the best staffs in baseball. Believe that. Believe that, bro. Go look at the numbers. That pitching staff is keeping this team relevant. Honest to God. Who else is here? Got Mina, got Alex, FJ. What up, Mark? Mark said, I'm hard watching. Okay. That's erotic. Let's see. Heartthrob was an 8. He's a little nervous. Let's see. Mark, FJ. Jen! What up, Jen? What up, Jared? Good to see you, man. And Jen, we trust. Mr. Rubio is back. What up, Sam? Sam said, check it in, Barry. Can't wait for today's show. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Good to have you back, sir. Good to have you back. Good to have Jen back in the mix, too. So we got Jesus is here. Let's see. Donna, Alex. All right. We got quite, let's see. Blanco was sent home today with arm discomfort. Oh, fuck. That's kiss of death. Yeah, that's kiss of death. When the Astros say arm discomfort, get ready, because your old pal TJ's coming. Your old pal Tommy's about to pay a visit to their elbow. Yeah. Yep. Not going to be good. Not going to be good. Hey, what up, AJB? Aaron J. Bryant's in the building. Jen, check your Twitter if you have time. Oh, Jen said, I deleted that account, Donna. Jen went off the grid, man. Thank you, Sam. Sam said, hey, people, hit that like button for our boy Bear. Yes. Do that shit. Mark, what poll is this? Mark has poll. Jen, thank you for resubscribing. 39 months. Good Lord. That's almost 40. I'm pretty good at math. Mark, what is this poll? AV. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, sir? Mark suggested a poll. AV. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jared. If Astros get discomfort, they see TJ at the end of the tunnel. That's right. Their old pal Tommy just comes meandering down the path. Hey, son. Grabs him by the elbow. Leads him off into surgery. That's what that is. Elbow discomfort. Not in this organization. That only means one thing. Send Blanco to Wakanda. They can fix the arms. Well, that would be weird having a dude named Blanco go to Wakanda. Anyone? Speak Spanish. Okay. Yo, what up, Uriel? Good to see you, pimp. Art Dom said, I tried not to get too crazy because it was game one, but that first 2.5 quarters was rough. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then they did what I thought they would do. No, Mina. We don't want to go get Verlander in a trade. Have you seen his numbers? Shit is atrocious. No thanks. Yeah. No, that ship has sailed. Goodbye. What is his numbers right now? Hold on, let me see. They're not good. I'll tell you that. Well, they weren't good the last time I looked at them. I think his ERA was about as high as my blood pressure. Oh, good. Rays 8, Astros 4, top of the ninth. Fan-diddly-tastic. That's looking good. Yay. Boy, we're going to talk a little MLB. Well, hell, I guess we're kind of doing that right now. Let me put that up. Let me see. Where is the teams at? There we go. There we go. Go down here to the old Giants. Death chart. Oh, he's lowered his ERA a little bit. He's got it down to 4.33. He is listed as day-to-day. Aren't we all? As Keith Loberman used to say. Or Dan Patrick. I don't remember which one it was. One of them cats on SportsCenter. Bob Melvin said Monday Verlander's dealing with slight pectoral issue. He's got a sore titty. But he is optimistic the pitcher will make his next scheduled start Saturday versus the Nationals. Susan Slusser of the San Francisco Chronicle reports. That is how you know that you got out from under Verlander at the right time. If you recall, when Justin Verlander was an Astro, you never heard about this shit. This man was an Iron Man. It was always 6, 7, 8 innings. Never hurt. Yeah, I mean, then he missed a whole season, but that's neither here nor there. But it just seemed like he was, he was an Iron Man in many ways. He's 0-3 right now. His stats for the season. He's pitched in 10 games. He hasn't won yet. He's 0-3. He's got a 0 WAR, 4.33 ERA. Here's the most telling thing about Justin Verlander so far this season. He's got a 1.4 WHIP. Not a great WHIP, I'll tell you that. He hasn't had his WHIP last year when he in Houston was a 1.38. And we all know what that Justin Verlander was. It wasn't good enough to make the playoff roster. That's who that Justin Verlander was. And now that Justin Verlander is the one that's in San Francisco. And that's why it's like, nah, we know who he is now. And look, he served his purpose with Houston. And it's, I'm not upset with that, man. I literally love Justin Verlander. There's no doubt what he means to this organization and to Houston, but it's gone, son. That magic is gone. It's gone. So, trying to see here. Does it have? It doesn't even have any quality starts, does he? Oh, I guess I could look at the game log. Oh no, they don't have quality starts here listed. Splits. No game log. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, he's got 4 quality starts this season. Hadn't won a game yet. Okay. I mean, maybe that's not all his fault. The Giants are 29-20. Giants ain't that bad. They play in a tough division, though. Jeez. NL West is tough. Yeah, Giants only a game back of the Dodgers. That's right. Man. Dodgers, Giants, Padres all snuggled up there with the D-backs not far behind. Isn't that funny? I was thinking about this. This is why I had MLB stuff on here to talk about. It's funny because we get so caught up. What is this? Did Brown start? You can have Ryan Presley back. Convert him to a starter. No, thank you. Exactly, Donna. No, thank you. No takesy backsies. Nope. And you can't. Nope. No takesy backsies on the Kyle Tucker trade either. And I know you're like, oh, we like that trade. Cubs fans, we love us some Kyle Tucker. I know you do. I know you love you some Kyle Tucker, don't you? He's leading the team in home runs, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. Well, at least he's leading the team in batting. Oh. No, he's not. Well, but he is leading the team in RBI. Oh. No, he's not. Oh, no. Okay. He's leading the team in slug. No, he's not. On boo. Walks. Ha ha. Yeah. He is leading the team in on base. Qualified. He's leading the team in on base. He's not leading the team in hits. What's his name? Nico Horner is leading the team in batting average. Seiya Suzuki, their left fielder, is leading them in home runs and RBIs. Kyle Tucker leads the Cubs in on-base percentage. And you might be asking, well, what's the big deal? Who really gives a shit, Barry? Trade's a trade. I mean, the dude is still balling. The Kyle Tucker is still putting up phenomenal numbers. He's tied for 15th with 11 home runs, tied for 13th with 34 RBIs. He's 16th in OPS. Like that, you don't think the Astros wouldn't give their left nut for that right now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they would. Absolutely, they would. Absolutely, they would. Except for one thing. The only problem is that Kyle Tucker is the number one listed potential free agent in 2025. Yeah. You don't think bro ain't testing the waters? Son, you crazy. He's not signing with the Cubs. That man was 1,000% a rental. They gave up all of that. They gave up Cam Smith. They gave up Wisniewski. And then what was the other cat? They gave up all of that to rent a 28-year-old left fielder for 1 year. Don't get me wrong. Hell of a season so far. Look, they say he's a top 5 MVP candidate. On pace to close to 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Look, we all know that. But they said outside of Ichiro and Juan Soto, probably he's going to get the 3rd biggest contract in baseball history. It is not a lock, ladies and gentlemen, that he goes back to the Cubs. If Kyle Tucker's not a Cub going into the 2025 season, or I'm sorry, the 2026 season, then what? So that's fantastic, right? That's great. Then as a Astro, you got to feel a little better about yourself, because then you're like, well, you'd have had one season of him. You'd have had this season, and that would have been nice. But that'd be it. You'd have been ass out, because you weren't going to pay him the 3rd richest contract in baseball history. You just know Jim Crane's not going to do that. Oh, we got some breaking news I'm about to tell everybody here in just a second. But then, but wait, there's more. Oh, but wait, there's more. It gets better, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull up this death chart. And then there's the other free agent. Number 2 on that list, Alex Bregman. 31-year-old third baseman for the Boston Red Sox. He's got a plus 165 OPS, which is better than Kyle Tucker's. He's got a 42.5 career WAR. This is last season of free agency. Bregman made it clear if he didn't return to the Astros, he wanted to sign with the Red Sox, and he did. Turning down more years and dollars from the Tigers. Quickly became the team leader in Boston. Right now, he's hitting .304, team leader in Boston. 11 home runs, that leads Boston. Rafael Devers has the team leader in RBIs and OPS. There it is. Bregman leads the team in hits. That is quality. But he can also opt out at the end of the season. His free agent market should even more robust than last offseason, with the Red Sox joined by the Yankees, Tigers, Astros, Phillies, and the Dodgers. It's not out of the realm of possibility he comes back to the Astros. I don't think he will. But it's not crazy. But I don't think he will. Well, Donna, honestly, Donna said it. Of course, they're both playing lights out baseball early in the season. Honestly, Donna, Bregman's never been that guy to play lights out baseball early. If I recall, Bregman slumps early in his career. And then he usually picks it up. Like if you look, here's like 2024. Yeah, April, there's his averages. Like it's usually pretty shitty early in the year. April, 218 average, 220, 310, 263, 303. Right? And you look at his offensive production, home runs, 0, 1, 6, 2, 5, 7, 5. Oh, she said that was my point. Why couldn't he do that with the Astros? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Touche. Yeah. Yeah, of course, right? I will say there was a article that came out that talked about the fact that the way the Red Sox handled something. Let's see. See if I can find it here. Get on out of here. Scram, beat it. Hold on. Not a good look for the Astros. Bregman swing. So this was Alex Bregman's swing adjustment, particularly focused on bringing his hands closer to his body and creating a quicker, more athletic swing path, are being discussed as positive change for the Astros. Oh. No, let's see. There was a okay. This isn't it. There was a tweet, I guess. And somebody talked about, I guess he had picked up some bad habits in Houston, and a couple of the adjustments that he made, it was something that nobody ever picked up on or taught or talked about in Houston. And somebody had made the comment on X that was a bad look for the organization. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see. Search. Bregman, bad look. Astros. Let's see. Swing. Oh, here we go. Bregman accepted, and then that's when Boston's hitting machine went to work. Red Sox coaches already had put together a presentation to explain how and why he needed to fix his swing. Over time, Bregman had developed almost imperceptible bad habits. The timing of Bregman loading his hands was too late and too fast. Moving his hands as the ball left the pitcher's hand left him vulnerable, and never did Bregman possess that sort of bat velocity to make up for it. After those successful years, it was like, I want to be better, 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 Bregman said. So I started trying to change things and improve instead of doing what made me who I am and just refining what I was already doing at the time. And then somebody put, it's a bad look for the Astros here. And so it was kind of like, what they're saying is that the Red Sox coaches had already put together a plan to kind of correct and get him back to what he was doing, early. Let me see if this works. Let's see. This is Coach Jeff Leach, hitting coach. What the hell? The most critical few milliseconds of the swing, hips and pelvis rotate to put the foot down. Max stretch position. Bregman can check for launch. Okay. So, and then this one guy said, what the Astros did with Verlander was a bad look for Detroit. What the Astros did with Cole was a bad look for Pittsburgh. Both Sox doing the exact same thing with Bregman's swing is a bad look in exactly the same way. Don't deny it, own it, and fix it. That's a good point. I mean, don't run from it. Everybody's gonna, when you're in the midst of doing what you're doing, sometimes you don't know what you're doing wrong. You kind of know what you're doing right, but somebody else said, look, Bregman's kind of always been his own hitting coach. I don't think that's true. I don't know if that's the case, but your job as a coach is to fix shit and to, help. And if you're not doing that, well, that's on you as a coach. So you can't make excuses for bad coaching, and you can't make excuses for not helping him. Now, I will say, if you look at his stats for his career, he was 264, 284, 286, 296. He had 242 in 2020. 270, 259, 262, 260, right? What you have to determine is, was he hunting for power? Was he injured? What was going on, right? Like 221 and 2021, very down year. 2022, 2020. So he had 23, 25, 26 home runs. He starts to, this is where, I mean, all these years were kind of the same, but none of them matched what he did in 2018 and 2019. Not even close. Not even close. Okay? Two things here. Two things come to mind when we talk about 2019. One, after 2019, the season going into 2020 was COVID. Okay. But it was also the cheating scandal. And I said as much on air at ESPN Radio, and I've said as much on this show. I said that I don't think the cheating scandal and the stain of it, I don't know that it affected anyone, perceptually at least, more than Alex Bregman. It appeared to have affected him more than anyone. Now, let me finish here. Alex Bregman, prior to the news breaking, let's see, when did the news break about the Astros cheating scandal? November 12, 2019. Oh, you don't say, do ya? After the 2019 season is over. So the following season, they play the COVID season in the bubble. The first season after that, in front of fans, he has, he hits 270, but he's got 12 home runs. He only plays in 91 games. It's a miserable season. The one comment that I made, and I think that most people will recognize, is Alex Bregman had lost his swagger. After the cheating scandal broke, nobody on that team prior to the cheating scandal being publicized, nobody had more swagger than Alex Bregman. The dugout celebrations and the Conor McGregor walks and the camera stuff and the you should have walked me's and all that shit. Nobody had more pomp and more circumstance and more swagger than Alex Bregman. Not that he was a douchebag about it. He was just, he was that fine line between cocky and confident. He tiptoed it. You know, if he wasn't on your team, you were like, oh, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're like, God, he's so good. It's kind of like Juan Soto. You're like, oh, fuck you with that little slide step thing. I hate you, but damn, you're good, man. And then he smiles and you're like, I can't hate you. Oh, shit. You know, it's not like Shohei Ohtani where he's just so good and he smiles and he's very cordial and nice and he waves to everybody. He's like, hello, I'm about to beat your ass in baseball. Okay. You know, where just, it's not that. There's an air of confidence and cockiness to Alex Bregman pre-cheating scandal. But once that scandal broke, the facade and the confidence and the cockiness was gone. It was like this man was broken. He didn't celebrate anymore. He had no swagger. Remember, I made the point that Carlos Correa was the only man on this team that was still vocal, that still walked with his head high and his chest out. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, you are not going to denigrate what we've done. You're not going to disparage the good name of this team that stands before you today. If you want to talk shit about 2017, fine. But this is 2021. This is 2022. And we are different, and we're not doing that. And we're going to win regardless. And that's what matters. And these are my guys. And if you want to talk to somebody, you talk to me. Don't talk to them. You know what I mean? Like, that was what it was. Nobody else was doing that on that team. And prior to that, it was a whole dugout full of guys celebrating and having fun. And George Springer was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And slowly, one by one, they left. They're all gone. Alex Bregman never got it back. And lo and behold, now he doesn't have that tainted star on his chest. He doesn't have the stench of this organization and the weight of the cheating scandal on. Nobody thinks of Alex Bregman as a cheater in a Red Sox uniform. Nobody. But you put him back in that orange and blue with the star, and he's a cheater. You put him in a Red Sox uniform, and he's just Alex Bregman, a really good ball player. And he can go get his swagger back. He can talk his shit. He can do his stuff. He can be a baseball player again. And I think more so than the coaching, that's the difference. He can go back to being himself, and he doesn't have that stench or that air and of cheating and the stain that comes with being associated with the organization and the scandal of 2017. Now, new guys coming up, the Cam Smiths of the world, they'll never have to deal with it. But Alex Bregman and Jose Altuve, they're going to deal with that the rest of their career as long as they were Astros. Altuve ain't going nowhere. He's the last of them. That's it. He's it. He still gets booed. Alex Bregman don't get booed in a Red Sox uniform. He does by Yankee fans, but not because he's Alex Bregman, the cheating Astro. It's because he's Alex Bregman, the Boston Red Sox. I think that more than anything is why you have seen a resurgence in Alex Bregman. It has allowed him to relax. It has allowed him to stop pressing. It has allowed him to open up, be himself again. And more than anything, it's allowed him to have fun and enjoy the game of baseball and not just have the weight of the world on his shoulders because of a cheating scandal. And Alex Bregman can go back to being the MVP candidate that he was. The last time he was above 270 or 260 was 2019. He had 296 with a 1.015 OPS. Are you fucking kidding me? He had an 8.4 WAR. He was an MVP candidate in 2019. How do you go from that to a 2.1 WAR in 2021? I'll tell you how. You're disgraced. You're embarrassed, and you've lost your swagger because of a cheating scandal. And you scuffle for the rest of your time in that city trying to get it back. And then all of a sudden, you go to Boston and you found the fountain of youth and great coaching. Let me tell you something. These coaches ain't miracle workers, okay? It's mental. It's just my 2 cents. Run tell that, bitches. Run tell that. If you're curious about the rest of the top 10 on this list of top 50 potential MLB free agents for 2025, 2026. And by the way, this just shows you the kind of dynasty the Astros had built. And both of these guys were draft picks. These weren't guys that the Astros went out and traded for. They drafted Kyle Tucker and Alex Bregman. You should be proud of that as Astros fans. Kyle Tucker 1, Alex Bregman 2, Pete Alonso 3, Kyle Schwarber 4, Bo Bichette 5, Cody Bellinger 6, Munataka Murakami. He's in Tokyo. Trent Grisham, Marcel Ozuna, and Josh Naylor. So, man. Another Diamondbacks first baseman getting ready to be on the move. Maybe the Astros got the wrong one. It says the Mariners and Rangers should be among teams in the mix. Hey, maybe take Christian Walker and the Astros can take another stab at a Diamondbacks first baseman. Yankees got 2 in the top 10. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 in the top 10. No surprise. No surprise. And they'll probably end up picking up this kid from, I say kid, yeah, he's kid, 25. I bet you we perused this article, it's going to say Yankees. Oh, look, teams such as the Yankees, Red Sox, and Tigers, Mariners, Rangers, and Padres should be interested. Duh. Go figure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's some breaking news out. Breaking news, everybody. Dateline. NBA headquarters. The MVP award has been announced, ladies and gentlefish. You heard it here first. Well, I mean, maybe you did. Maybe not. I don't know. Is it going to be the Joker? Is it going to be SGA? Could it be a sneaky one? Ladies and gentlemen, your NBA MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, everybody. No surprise. No real shocker. SGA deserved it. He led this team to the best record in the NBA, one of the best seasons in the NBA, one of the best plus minuses of any team ever. That's going to get you an MVP every time. You take SGA off the Thunder. The Thunder aren't a number 1 seed and the best team in the NBA. Now, you take Jokic off of the Nuggets. They don't do what they do, but they also weren't the number 1 seed and the best record in the NBA. So when you talk about value, how much was his value compared to? That's what you have to remember. This is called value. Value. It's not the best player. It's the most valuable. Not the most best. Most best? Okay. So after winning his first scoring title and leading the Thunder to a league high 68 wins, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has earned his first NBA MVP. League will officially announce the honor Wednesday night, a few nights after SGA defeated Jokic in Game 7. Boo. Excuse me. Jokic had arguably the best season of his career, averaging 29.6 points, 12 rebounds, 12.7 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1.8 steals per game. But Gilgeous-Alexander also had a historical campaign for OKC and for a team that broke the NBA record for point differential, plus 12.9 per game. Oh, so they did break the record. And finished with 18 more victories than the Nuggets. Again, value. He was worth 18 more than the Nuggets. or 18 more wins to his team than Jokic was to the Nuggets. So, Gilgeous-Alexander led the league with 32.7 points per game, 51.9% shooting, 6.4 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.7 steals, 1 block. The only other player in NBA history to average at least 30 points and 50% shooting, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block per game, Michael Jordan, who did it in 87-88 and 90-91. The seasons that he won the first 2 of his 5 MVPs. Gilgeous-Alexander is 26, joined an exclusive club by leading the league in scoring for a team that won 60 or more games. This is the 10th instance that had been accomplished. The only other time the player did it not win the MVP, Karl Malone. Let's see. This is the 10th instance that has been accomplished in NBA history. The only time that player did not win the MVP was in 96-97 when Karl Malone won the honor over Jordan, which is so stupid. So there you go. After being named the first team All-NBA selection this last season, Gilgeous-Alexander had already qualified to be eligible to sign an unprecedented 4-year, $294 million Supermax extension this summer. It would be the deal with the highest annual value in league history. $73.3 million. He becomes the third MVP award winner for the Thunder. Durant and Westbrook are the others. Crazy. Crazy. It says, this was the third straight season that Gilgeous-Alexander has averaged at least 30 points while shooting better than 50% from the floor. The only other players that have done that 3 straight seasons, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Wilt Chamberlain, and Jordan all won multiple MVPs. It's interesting, though, because one of the things about his game is he's not afraid to shoot a mid-range shot. And in this day and age, it's crazy. The Clippers drafted him. I was talking about this with Kanice the other day. The Clippers are the ones that drafted SGA. And Sam Presti, who was named Executive of the Year this year, who is the GM for the Thunder, I believe. Sam Presti, I believe he's the GM. Yeah, GM of the Thunder. Probably like head of basketball operations as well. He's let's see, what is his title? I don't know what his title is, but yeah, it's an interesting story how they got here. So where did Jalen Green place? Never mind. This was a Thunder team that was like, you remember now, they had the big 3, so to speak, with Westbrook and Harden and Westbrook and Durant. And Harden coming off the bench. And they had like Serge Ibaka and, they had Durant the 1 year in Seattle before they moved to OKC. And so they had drafted well. Presti has always done a really good job in drafting. And then they tried some other things where, Durant decided he wanted to leave. So they turned it all over to Westbrook. Once Durant left, that was kind of the beginning of the end. Well, first they trade Harden. And then Durant decides to leave. And then now they're down to Westbrook. And then they try the Chris Paul experiment. And then they were just like, man, fuck it. None of this is working. They weren't really getting anywhere. And so that's when they they cleaned house and they just started getting rid of everybody. And it really kind of, they had traded for SGA, and he was kind of just on the team. Who did they trade for SGA? Hold on, let's see. Sam Presti, where's his wiki at? It says in here. After 3 disappointing seasons after Durant's departure, Presti traded Paul George to the Los Angeles Clippers in exchange for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, a 2021 first-round pick via Miami, a 2022 first-round pick via the Clippers, a 2023 first-round pick via Miami, rights to swap 2023 first-round picks with the Clippers, a 2024 first-round pick via the Clippers, rights to swap 2025 first-round picks with the Clippers, a 2026 first-round pick with the Clippers. Following Georgia's trade, Presti then traded Russell Westbrook to the Rockets in exchange for Chris Paul, rights to swap 2021 first-round picks, a 2024 first-round pick, rights to swap 2025 first-round picks, and a 2026 first-round pick. The trade reunited Westbrook with former teammate Harden, blah, blah, blah. With the trade of Westbrook, the Thunder effectively ended their first iteration of the team in Oklahoma City. Presti began a rebuild. It said after an unexpected 2019-2020 season, Presti began to rebuild, and he traded away Chris Paul, who made an all-star game selection. He traded Paul, Steven Adams, Gallinari, and Dennis Schroeder. And that's when then he fired Billy Donovan. All of this was done before 2020, 2021. They fired Billy Donovan, hired Mark Daigneault, and said, fuck it, we're building around Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So they knew back then, in 2021, SGA was the man, he's going to be the man, and this is who we're building around. They had traded for him in 20... When was that trade? Let's see. 2019. They knew back then. Yeah, 2019. Because he was the 11th pick overall in the 2018 draft. Who did they draft in front of him? I need to see this. DeAndre Ayton was the first pick in that draft. Yeesh. Yeesh. Ugh. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the whole draft. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? Oh, that was the Luka draft too. Oh shit. Some bitch. A year or two ago, you had Joel on as a guest, and I asked if we were looking at a 5-year rebuild in OKC. He said 1 to 2 years tops because of what Presti had built. He nailed it. Joel knows his shit, bro. Hey, Mimi, what's up, girl? A lot of people sleep on Joel's basketball knowledge, bro. Joel knows his shit. He really does, man. He knows his shit well. Here is that draft. DeAndre Ayton went to the Suns. Marvin Bagley III went to Sacramento. Luka Doncic was traded to the Hawks, or what was drafted by the Hawks, traded to the Mavs, which is funny because no one shits on the Hawks for trading him for Trae Young. Jaren Jackson Jr. was 4th. Trae Young 5th. Mo Bamba 6th. Wendell Carter 7. Colin Sexton 8. Kevin Knox 9. Mikal Bridges 10. SGA was drafted 11. Look at all those names ahead. Jesus Christ. Kevin Knox the second. What? What? Good job, New York. Oh, my God. Wendell Carter Jr. For fuck's sake. And Mo Bamba. Oh, my God. Yeah. SGA drafted 11th by Charlotte, who then traded him to L.A. L.A. drafted Miles Bridges. And let's see, Clippers drafted Miles Bridges from Detroit, traded to Charlotte. So I guess they've swapped and then ended up with an extra pick. Because then they drafted Jerome Robinson with the 13th pick. That's nuts. So you're the Charlotte Hornets. That's who originally had him, I guess. God, it's even worse. So it wasn't the Clippers that originally drafted him. The Charlotte Hornets drafted SGA, traded him to the Clippers for Miles Bridges. Oh boy. So what's old Miles Bridges up to now? Jesus Christ. How's he doing? Oh, he's still playing. Let's see. Oh, shit. I gotta see his stats. Let's see. By the way, did y'all watch game 1 of the series last night? It looked like for a half, and Minnesota was gonna give them all they could handle, them being OKC. And then they did exactly what I thought they would do. That game, if you watch the first 2.5 quarters of that game, you were like, uh-oh. This Minnesota team can play with them. They're going to give them fits. No, they're not. I tried to tell you that. This Thunder team is so fucking good. They're so deep. So deep. This is why I called it Minnesota in 5. I mean, the Thunder in 5. Minnesota might win 1. This Thunder team is too fucking good, man. This is a historically good basketball team. Having a historically good year. Don't get me wrong. Minnesota has some talent, but like I said, man, when you look at the amount of turnovers they had and the inconsistencies that they've shown, even in the playoffs, like, the Thunder when the Thunder decide, all right, we have bullshitted enough, it's time to stop and pull up our big boy britches and get our shit together. That's it. That's what they do, and then they end up winning by 20. Oh, look at that. Miles Bridges averaged 20 a game this year for the Hornets. Okay. I mean, he's no SGA, but that ain't I ain't mad at you, Miles. Go on ahead with your bad self. He's averaged 20 a game the last 3 seasons. I've been, okay. He's just playing in Charlotte where no one gives a shit. All right, Miles. I see you, Miles. Yeah, Total Dallas says see if SGA can get the trifecta: league MVP, championship, and finals MVP. He stands a really damn good chance because as he goes, so goes OKC. Make no mistake about it. He is, I mean, he's the straw that stirs the drink, no doubt. This is weird. Sorry, something's going on in my little Twitch thing over here. Okay. Who has got all 4? If you add defensive player of the year. Oh my God. I'm sure it's a Maverick, Total Dallas. I'm sure it's a Maverick. It's got to be Jordan, though. I can't fathom it'd be anybody else other than Jordan. Um, yeah. All right. So, I guess we were talking some NBA playoffs. But yeah, that's I really don't know. Oh, I thought you were implying like Dirk or somebody. I was like, really? Dirk has done that? My guess would be Jordan. It would either be Jordan, Kareem, or Wilt has done all four. Let's see. Who has won NBA MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year, a scoring title, and a championship all in the same season? Let's see that. Michael Jordan is the only player in NBA history to achieve the feat of winning the MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, a scoring title, and a championship in the same season. He did that 4 times during his career. Fuck me. And we have to sit here and debate with these young ass kids about who's the greatest ever? Fuck you. Shut up, you little young ass kid. Come back when your balls drop. Shut the fuck up. There's just no debate. Are you shitting me? I was like, oh, surely maybe Kareem did it. Wilt. No. One man in the history of this league. And we looked yesterday at this graphic. Tony the Handsome made fun of him because it was like, yeah, Wilt was playing against plumbers. Yeah, he was playing against old white guys that were 5'5" with beer bellies. They were like, yeah, see, I sell insurance during the day, and then I go home and I play in the National Basketball Association. See, I smoke cigarettes at the half, and we drink beers, and we talk about broads and dames, see? Meanwhile, Wilt's 7'11", just blocking their shit. He doesn't even jump. He just run into him. Sorry, Wilt, I didn't mean to put my forehead into your testicles. Let's just stay on. It's what it is. What happens when I jump? He just jump and hit the head of his dick. Oh, sorry. Ow. It's crazy. Not even Wilt did that. And he put up shit like that. But he still couldn't do what Jordan did, and only Jordan did, 4 different times. 90-91, 91-92, 95-96, 97-98. When he came back, too. That's crazy. Damn. That's crazy. Uh. Wow. Technical said, obviously the GOAT. Yeah, I don't know how you have any other argument. That would to me, that would be my closing statement. If we were like doing some sort of like on stage high school debate, that'd be it. That would be my closing statement. I'd be like, all right, I would like to end my side of the debate by saying, let's see, how many years has the NBA been around? 77 years. How many players have played in the NBA? Roughly 5,000. In 77 years. And of the 5,000 men, over 77 years, 3/4 of a century, 5,000 men have played this game, and only one did it 4 times. And he did it 4 times. It's crazy. Just one man did it out of 5,000. How do you pick anybody else to be the GOAT? Because it's the things that matter the most. He wins most valuable player. Well, first of all, he wins a championship. That matters more than anything. He wins a scoring title, which means he's putting more points on the board than anybody else in the league on a night in and night out basis. He wins most valuable player. He wins the finals most valuable player. And he wins defensive player of the year. So he's preventing people from scoring. He's scoring the most. He's the most valuable person in the league and the most valuable person in the finals. And he wins a chip. Get the fuck out of here. No one matched that. How, Sway, do you pick anybody else to be the GOAT? How? Yeah, but LeBron, shut up! LeBron can't even control his hairline. At least Jordan had the balls to just shave it all off and let it go. That's the problem. Like, Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron's trying to defend his edge up. Like, what are we doing, bro? You're defending the wrong shit. GOAT shit. GOAT shit. I feel better. Fuck them kids. You see? Just another reason. Fuck them kids. Little raggedy ass bitches. All right, let's do some sports headlines because I got some for you. Come on. All right, here is your sports headlines for the day. Hold on a second. Sorry, I got to send this email real fast. Excuse me. Okay. The tush push lives. Wait a minute. What? Shock says the Packers are pussies. Tush push lives. The proposal to ban the NFL or to ban the play in the NFL fails. Oh, they're the ones that put the proposal up, huh? Even the most powerful figures in the NFL were unable to stop the tush push. A proposed ban of the play failed. Before the vote, retired Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelsey and team owner Jeffrey Lurie spoke to the team owners to lobby for the merits of keeping the play. Schefter said that the sources told Schefter the final vote was 22-10, which was submitted by the Packers. Hence, Shock. What up, Shock? Saying, I can never get this right, that they're pussies. Still, fuck the Eagles and go Cowboys. What up, Skiggity? The proposal needed 24 votes to pass. The 10 teams to vote against the proposal. Wait a minute. Don't they mean for the proposal? Oh. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, no. So the proposal was to ban it. They needed 24. They got 22. So they fell too short of banning it. Got it. The 10 teams to vote against the proposal was the Eagles, obviously, the Ravens, the Browns, Detroit Lions, the Jags, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Saints, the Jets, and the Tennessee Titans. It says, interestingly, the Colts, Shane Steichen, and the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon, who are both coached by former Eagles coordinators, both voted in favor of the ban. Steichen had previously expressed his support for the tush-push play last month in the annual league meeting. Eagles celebrated the result, writing, "Push on!" overlaid on an image of their team lined up for the tush-push against the Packers in a post to X on Wednesday. Eagles and Packers will face each other on Monday Night Football game in Week 10. I would tush-push the shit out of them up and down that goddamn field. That's all I'd run. Tush-push on one. Ready, break. Yep. Do it again. Tush-push on one. Ready, break. Tush-push on one. Ready, break. Tush-push on one. Ready, break. Fuck them hoes. Stop it, bitch. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Because you can't. Fuck you. Go, Pack, go. Blow, Pack, blow, you bunch of bitches. It's a hoe shit. It's a hoe shit. Kelsey declined to comment on the vote, saying, "I'm not here to talk to the media." Lori was pleased with the result, but did not have any further comment. Kelsey, however, said recently on the New Heights podcast that he hosts with his brother Travis that he wasn't as concerned about a ban of the tush push as he was about tush push. Nope, tush push. As he was about clearing up misconceptions it poses an injury risk, and was partially responsible for his decision to end his career. I'll come out of retirement today if you tell me all I've got to do is run 80 tush pushes to play in the NFL. I'll do that gladly. It'll be the easiest job in the world. Yeah, Shock, you're right. Teams that couldn't stop it voted against it. That's it. Yeah. Whoa, big surprise. The Chiefs voted against it. What? What? Macaulay Culkin face. What? What? Everybody in the Eagles division voted against it. What? What's surprising a little bit, like, one, I'm not surprised that the Ravens didn't vote against it. They got a tush-push caliber quarterback. I think Miami, it's kind of like, I think Josh McDaniels is like, y'all stop being pussies. Stop being pussies. This makes no sense. So we can't just ban plays. I don't know. I'm trying to reason why the Browns would vote for it. Detroit. I just think Dan Campbell's just an upstanding guy. You know what I mean? I think just Dan Campbell is just like, hey, you don't like it? Stop it. Bite their goddamn kneecap off. That's what you do. You don't go out here and you ban a play because you can't stop it. You stop it. Right, fellas? That's right. Hey, that's Dan Campbell. You don't vote on shit because you can't stop it. You fucking stop it. It does reek of desperateness. Hey, guys. This team does something really good, and none of us can stop it. I mean, this is what's crazy. I want you to really think about this for a second. The Green Bay Packers put forth a vote to stop a quarterback sneak. I want you to think about that for a second. The Green Bay Packers, one of the most historic, one of the most decorated franchises in the history of the NFL, put forth a proposal to ban a quarterback sneak. What the fuck? Why? Hey, you can't be doing that fancy quarterback sneak thing. I mean, we're not talking about deception here. We're not talking about some tomfoolery, hook and lateral, oh, hey, that's a reverse, that's a pass, that's a double pass, jet sweep, fly motion, wrinkle pass back. He ran it 50 yards downfield and then threw it back and then they threw it again. You can't do that. We're talking about a fucking quarterback sneak. We're talking about a quarterback sneak. I'm sorry that the man has Earl Campbell thighs. That's not his fault. It's also not their fault that they learned how to fucking get lower than your line. Ergo, low man wins. Guess what? Fire all your defensive coordinators because they don't know how to stop a fucking quarterback sneak. What? That's what this is. It's a quarterback sneak, y'all. I mean, we're not talking about rocket surgery. It's a quarterback sneak. That's what this is. Not halfback off tackle. Not a Statue of Liberty. We're talking quarterback sneak. Not a jet sweep. Not the Wildcat. A quarterback sneak. Not the fumble rooski. Not a double reverse. We're talking quarterback sneak. NFL is soft, man. Soft. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that, bro? What are we doing? Yes, Perry. Rocket surgery. Need to catch up. Perry missed the joke, y'all. Someone explain it to him. Yeah, that was some of the complaints, Giggity, is they were like, oh, well, yeah, it's like a rugby scrum, and I don't want to be doing no rugby scrum. You know what one of them said? It's because they don't tell us what the snap count is. The fuck? Since when are they supposed to tell you what the fucking snap count is, bro? When? In what world? If you recall, I forget what it was. It was in the one of the games last year. Old boy from the Commanders, he jumped off sides 2 or 3 or 4 times. I had the story on yesterday's headlines or the day before, and he was like, if you do it one more time, we're going to give him the touchdown. The referee had to tell him that. Hey, knock it off, clown. If you keep doing this shit, we're just going to award him the touchdown. And he was like, well, they just kept faking the snap count. Yeah, no shit. It's called gamesmanship. You ever notice when they fake clap, dumbass? They're not supposed to give you the snap count. But yet, Now all of a sudden, because you can't stop the play, now you need to know the snap count. What kind of dumb shit is this? What NFL am I watching? This is soft ass shit, bro. Just put these hoes in lingerie and call this shit the lingerie league, because this is some hoe shit is what this is. Sorry, ladies, but this is some hoe shit. Just give these dudes some bras and panties and let these hoes run around and tackle with their titties out. Because that's what's happening to this league. It's turning into some hoe-ass lingerie bitch league shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Well, it could be a rugby scrum. Bro, it's fucking football. What are we doing? It's a fucking quarterback sneak on 4th and short at the goal line. It's man on man, hat on hat. The fuck you doing? What are we? I don't know what I'm watching no more, man. I really don't know what I'm watching. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. And I'll be goddamn, I'm ashamed of the Texans for voting against it. Or voting for banning it. Why? Why? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. It's ridiculous. Yeah, John Doerre said flag football. Yeah, I mean, come on then. If you're that worried about it, what happened to a gentlemanly competition and kindly giving us the snap count? Yeah. Listen, it's not fair that we don't know the snap count. We'd like to know where you're going to run the ball, which hole, who's getting it, when you're going to hike it. All right, we don't need any deceptiveness. I don't need none of this fake handoff tomfoolery. You had me looking that way when you ran that way. I don't know what's happening right now. You pump faked once. You had my cornerback looking up. This is ridiculous. Now, I need you just straight missionary playing the game. None of this tomfoolery or sneakery. All right, I don't need you all faking the passes or pumping it. None of that shit. This is crazy. We can't keep up with this. Got my eyes going all over the place and my ears going everywhere. My fellows can't concentrate. This is ridiculous. What I'm going to need you to do is fax me all your plays, when you're going to run them, on what count, how, and we're good. Was there anything else I was supposed to ask for, Belichick? What? And some pictures of your wives. That was it? That was it. The fuck, man? What are we doing? Perry said they're mad that they're getting pushed around while playing a game where they mostly get pushed around. That's some good shit, Perry. That don't make no damn sense, bro. What's ridiculous is the onside kick lets the other team know we're going onside because that's going to help us recover it. Yeah. That don't make no damn sense. Hey, we're gonna kick it onside. Again, why are we doing this? It's fucking stupid. Mark said I'm at HEB by your house, Barry. Do you need anything? Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you, though. Code lavender for football. Oh, my God. That's some hoe shit. By the way, Hard Knocks is going to feature the Bills and the NFC East this year. If you care. And if you want to watch that shit. Not me. I don't really want to watch it. I never watch it. I watched the Texans one, obviously, because I was a fan of the team, but I just stopped caring about it. They overhype it. It's over, they pump shit up too much, and then it's such a letdown because they make you like, I don't know. It's wild too because they always have you believing like, oh, yeah, this is going to be good. But it also means Bills ain't going to be shit this year. Good luck, Bills Mafia. The Lions pulled their proposal to change the NFL playoff seeding. I didn't get to read this article, but apparently they put in a proposal. Let's see. Detroit Lions withdrew their proposal to reseed the NFL playoffs just before the league meetings resumed on Wednesday in an effort to keep late season games more competitive. Lions have proposed a bylaw that would guarantee only the division winner in each conference with the best record a home playoff game. The rest of the playoff field would have been seeded strictly by record. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin, a member of the competition committee, wasn't in favor of the reseeding proposal when it was first discussed in April. I'm a division purist, to be quite honest with you, he said. I love the rivalries that our division play. I love the structure of our scheduling that highlights it. I just categorized myself as a division purist. I think the division winner should get a home playoff game. Though there's a desire among NFL executives to make late season games more exciting and incentivize teams to play their starters in Week 18, there wasn't enough support from league owners to approve Detroit's proposal, so the Lions withdrew it before a formal vote. It could be revisited in the future, especially as the NFL pushes to expand to an 18-game schedule. I'm not sure. Let's see. In an effort to keep late game seasons more competitive, the Lions had proposed a bylaw that would guarantee only the division winner. Oh. Only the division winner in each conference with the best record a home playoff game. The rest would be done strictly by record. So, in other words, I get it now. So, in other words, let's go look at something here. So, what you're telling me is, so what you trying to say, Jack? So what they're saying is this past year, you see that Kansas City was 15-2. They would have had a home field advantage. That was a guarantee. Well, this works out, actually. It would have worked out. And then Buffalo would have had it because they had the second best record in the conference. Baltimore had the third best record. But Houston I'm sorry. The Chargers had the fourth best record in the conference, so they would have had home field in the playoffs. So even though Houston was a division winner, the Chargers would have had home field, not the Texans. I like that. I don't see why not. All that division purist shit, like, okay, but also, I get it. But man, you're punishing teams that go 11-6. And what if you play in a really shitty division? Right? Now you're just rewarding a team for just boat racing a bunch of dog shit ass football teams. Like, what if you play in the same division as the Cowboys and Giants? I mean, no. Got him. These nuts. For example, let's for example this bitch. Tampa Bay at 10-7 got a home field advantage over fucking Minnesota because they played in this shitty ass division where they got to play fucking Atlanta, Carolina, and New Orleans twice. So they barely eke out a respectable record at 10-7. Minnesota, meanwhile, has a great regular season at 14-3. And they got to go on the road. Total Down says you can't compare records. They don't have common opponents. Well, that doesn't matter. None of them do. But you're saying, oh, well, this division opponent has a better record than that division opponent, so you're ranking them ahead of them. You're doing it anyways. You're saying that the 15-2 division winner is higher ranked than the 14-3 division winner. Those are common opponents, but you're doing it anyways. So what the fuck does it matter? You're not taking into account strength of schedule, point totals, or none of that stuff when it comes to seeding the playoffs based on records for division winners. So why would it matter anywhere else? Answer me that, smart teacher guy. Huh? Does anyone know what division the Rockets play in without looking it up? Yeah, the Southwest. And? Next question. I know everything, Total Dallas. Ask me anything about anything is here for a reason. Because I am the smartest person I know, dog. Yeah, so like, you're still saying, okay, you know, fucking, you penalized. No, it doesn't matter. That's my whole point. NBA divisions don't matter. And neither do these fucking divisions here. They shouldn't. They shouldn't matter if Minnesota goes 14-3 and Tampa Bay goes 10-7. It shouldn't fucking matter at the end of the day. It shouldn't matter. Now, those divisions in basketball are worthless to begin with. I don't know why they'd even do those. It's for travel. That's all it is. All these divisions exist for travel. No, the divisions don't. The only reason the divisions exist is so that they can get games in and not spend a shit ton of money on travel. But you know what, buddy? The whole reason they did that was back when it cost a fucking buttload of money to pack up a football team and have to fly them across country. It's not the same anymore. These guys have charter jets, and it don't cost a lot to fly a team from here to Seattle. This division shit don't mean the same as it did in the 1960s and 50s when they made them. Now, yes, you have natural rivalries based on geography. In that regard, you know, yeah, there's some natural, you know, Houston and Dallas, Houston and New Orleans, Dallas and OKC, or Dallas and San Antonio, Houston, San Antonio, all that shit, whether it's NBA or NFL or whatever. Yeah, that shit exists. But divisions and alignments was all created a long time ago, back when it, oh fuck, we gotta hop on a bus. Well, I'll be goddamn if I'm riding a bus to Seattle. It ain't the same no more, bro. Alex, yeah, Perry, 13-3 Saints had to go play Seattle, who was 7-9. Yep. And that is horseshit. It should never happen. It should never happen. A 13-3 team, or whatever it is, I don't think they were 13-3. They had to be 13-4 or 14-3. Right? Or no, that was 16 team. Yeah, that was 16. Yeah. That was back when they played 16. I forget. God, that seems so long ago now. But a 13-3 team should never. A team that lost 3 fucking NFL games all season. Because the whole point of the regular season is the playoffs. Is setting up the playoffs. So the whole point is, who's the best of the best? And we should reward the best of the best by letting them stay home and play. But oh no, not in this dumbass league. We're going to take a team that only lost 3 times out of 16 and send them halfway across the country to a team that lost more than it won. The fuck is that? Well, divisions matter. You're right, they do. Back in 1950, when the guys called women dames and got fucking ice and milk delivered to the house. What the fuck, man? Hey, John Dorier, appreciate you, buddy. Sir, you're a gentleman and a scholar. My friend, thank you for hanging out, Mr. Dorier. Much love to you, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. Told Alice that if they're 13-3, then they should be good enough to win on the road. That's not the point. The point is their fans should get to see a home playoff game. The team should get to stay home and play. Get to sleep in their own bed. Get the home cooking. They fucking earned it. Wouldn't that be nice? Can we get ice and milk delivered again? Oh, that's right. We can. Jared Taylor, I'm literally driving to the store to pick up milk right now. It'd be great if that was just all on my doorstep. Literally HEB will deliver your groceries, buddy. Like literally, Linda, listen. They'll literally, you just pull up the old app, go to HEB, type in milk, ice, pizzas, cheese, lube. Delete. Whatever you need. And set it for delivery. You can do curbside pickup. You ain't even got to get out of the car, bro. I fucking love curbside. Oh my God. And it's free. Curbside is free, dude. You don't pay extra. You ain't even got to go grocery shop, dude. You punch everything in on the app. You tell it no substitutions. If it's out of stock, don't sub for me because y'all pick out dumb shit. Oh, you're a jackass. Well, see, that's your bad. Well, that's your fault for being stubborn then. You know what? You're the one that's got to deal with the blue carts clogging up the aisle, not me, because I'm over here blue carting it. Yeah. Oh, whose fault is that? I never done it, and I never will. Fuck them big blue carts clogging up the aisles. Well, player, if you use the app, you ain't got to worry about them blue carts clogging up the aisle now, do you? But yeah, like if I ain't got time to run and go get the groceries, or I don't feel like it, or Nora can, or she don't feel like it, man, you pay a little $6.95, $7, whatever, to have it delivered. Shit's dropped off at your doorstep. They don't even ring the doorbell. Just right there. Oh, let's get it, Skiggity! Let's get it! I did delivery. It saved me a lot of time. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. The pandemic, listen, we lost a lot of good people during the pandemic. And some assholes. Let's be real. We all know a lot of people that died during the pandemic. Some of them, that's so mean. Oh my God, that's so rude. But one of the best things to ever come out of the pandemic, besides the one press conference where Trump was like, we could inject the light into their body. That's my shit. We could put the Clorox directly, the bleach, into the body. I fucking love that shit so much. I fucking love that. Oh my God. And then we'll just put the cleaning agents directly. He goes, I was joking, obviously. No, you weren't, player. No, you weren't. Oh my God. But one of the best things ever to come out of the pandemic was fucking delivery. Groceries, food. And I'm going to tell you, man, I've told this story 1,000 times. I'm still so goddamn mad. I had the idea for DoorDash. I shit you not. I swear to God, on my grandmother's grave. Hey, look, my dad passed away less than 2 years ago. Broke my heart. I swear on his grave. I swear on his grave. Back when Nora and I lived, God, we still lived in our apartment complex, right? Was it our apartment complex? No, I think we lived in our house. It was somewhere between, it was somewhere prior to 2000 and, well, I was still, it was somewhere between 98 and like 2004. Somewhere in that time frame. I told Nora that someone should invent a company that all they do is you call them. Now, this is back, but you call them up and you tell them what food you want and from where, and they go and pick it up and bring it to you, and they pay you a fee. They pay you for the food, but then they pay you like a delivery fee for it. She was like, that's stupid. Nobody's going to do that. I swear to you, on my dad's grave, that was my idea. Sometime, I don't remember when exactly it was, between 98 and 2004. She was like, nobody's going to do that. And it was because I was going to go pick up like Steak and Shake or some shit. Because I wanted Steak and Shake. And it was a long ways away. And I was like, man, I wish I could just pay somebody to bring it. So I don't know when the Uber Eats and DoorDash and shit was invented. But that was my idea way back when. So fucking pissed I never learned how to make that happen. You know how fucking rich I'd be right now? Oh my God, I'd be so goddamn rich. Dave said, Skiggity, there are Uber Eats type services for weed in Colorado. Oh yeah, and Cali. And Cali. Does HEB deliver weed yet? Bro, I wish. But I wish they sold CBD gummies at the stores. That would be dope. That would be real dope. Mark said I was picking up scripts. Yeah, that would be, I wish they delivered just scripts. Although, Mark, why don't you hop on that Mark Cuban drugstore? Way cheaper. Way cheaper. Or Amazon. You can get on Mark Cuban's drugstore or Amazon drugstore. Huh? Maybe he has a drug score also. But both of them will deliver to your house. People, there's no reason to leave the house unless you don't want to. Or unless you want to. You literally can have everything delivered to your house now. Groceries, prescription drugs, whores. Wait a minute. Let me back up. The Bible. Oh, Jared said, nah, I'm old school. I like to walk around and get ideas for new meals. Pro tip, just follow the big people. That's what I do. I never go to the grocery store hungry, first of all. That's pro tip number one. Never go to the grocery store hungry. You will buy a bunch of shit that you're never going to eat and spend more money than you need to. Okay. Second pro tip, just follow fat people around. They know where all the delicious snacks are. That's a fact. That's true. They know where all the good vittles are. Like, don't follow some little skinny bitch. She's going to take you to like, oh, look, this is a bag of kale. No, bitch. Like, if you want to know where all the good eatings is in the grocery store, find you a big bitch and just tailgate. You're welcome. Also, don't go high. Yes, that is true. Dallas Hater 69. Also very true. Don't go high. You'll have the munchies. And then you're like, you know what? I do need to buy 73 boxes of Uncrustables. Fuck yeah, I do. What up, Dre? Yeah, Jared's like, I need ideas for meals and recipes. Bitch, it's called Pinterest. Jared's walking around. Oh, let's see. I think I saw something 7 hours back that I could combine with this. Let me go look again. Let's just get on Pinterest and type in chicken. The fuck you doing, Jared? Jared, you're an old ass young man, bro. That's so funny, Jared. That was the best part. Fauci goes, don't do anything he just said. That's so great. Oh, fuck. Let my ice cream melt on the porch. Jared had a question. Real question, just for giggles. When was the last time a team took a bus to travel? Shit. I know they take a bus from the hotel to the stadium, but I have no idea. I think minor league teams do, but that's it. That's all I know about. That's all I got. Anybody know? I bet Skiggity, somebody like Skiggity probably knows this shit. I feel like Skiggity would know. This would be some random ass shit Skiggity would just know off the top of the dome. Skiggity would get high and learn some shit like this and be like, oh, 1987. Back then it was the St. Louis Rams. And they were playing the Indianapolis Colts. And they were playing the Baltimore Colts. And they took a bus because all of the runways were iced over. Like, just, bro, you gotta not smoke so much. Yeah, Alex, I'm with you. That's the other thing, bro. That's why I like shopping on the phone. Because then I'm like, fuck. Because I don't organize my list by like, okay, all the dairy. Here's all the meats. Here's all the breads. I just make a damn list, and that's what I go by. I'm like, okay, I go get bread, and then I go get milk, and then I got to go back and get a vegetable, and then I got to go back and get a meat, and then I got to go back and get a yogurt, and then I forgot to get an apple. I'm zigzag. If I need to get steps, I go grocery shop. Because I'm going to be all over that sumbitch. That's why I'm like, nah, pimp. Throw that bitch on the app. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Plus, you can like punch up all the coupons. And then they're like, oh, in order to get this coupon, you got to add this shit. Then you just, oh, what do I need to add? Boop, 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 done. And then you're like, what coupons do you have? Entice me with some deliciousness. Jerry, you need to join us, man. Join us in the 21st century. 22nd, 21st. Join us in 2025, jackass. I can't believe you still go to the grocery store, man. Here is some more headlines. because we didn't get far enough off track. Your last one. The NFL is introducing a new award for offensive linemen. I think they should have an award for offensive linemen. And it should just be whoever curses the most or says the most offensive shit. That's just me, though. I'm just spitballing here. But it's like, and the winner of the 2025 Damn Brazilian Offensive Lineman Award goes to Richie Incognito. And it's just like, oh, or maybe that's what the award is named after. And the winner of the 2025 NFL's Richie Incognito Offensive Lineman of the Year Award goes to Ndamukong Suh. How'd he win that? I just talked about everybody's mama and called them all a bunch of bitches. Yeah, you know, the Offensive Lineman Award instead of offensive. I like this. I think this is legs. I think this would work. Most holding calls or false starts. The Tunsil would be a runaway winner. Yeah. So the Protector of the Year Award. God, please let this be sponsored by Durex. Please let this be sponsored by Trojan Man. Oh, for fuck's sake. If this isn't sponsored by a condom company, the NFL has lost its mind. Or Plan B. You ain't shit, Laminack. Oh my God. Please, could this be sponsored by Plan B? The NFL's Protector of the Year Award, sponsored by Plan B, goes to... Oh my God. That should be the backup quarterbacks. The backup quarterback of the year, sponsored by Plan B. Oh my God. It says the NFL is introducing a new award, the Protector of the Year Award, which will be given to the league's best offensive lineman. It was announced at the league's spring meetings Wednesday. Winner will be decided by a panel that includes a number of former offensive line greats. NFL Executive Vice President of Football Operations Troy Vincent gives credit to Buffalo Bills left tackle Deion Dawkins and retired offensive tackle Andrew Whitworth for pushing for the creation of the award. Dawkins wrote that history was made today and thanked everyone involved. History was made today is something that's starting with an idea and a conversation, and now the Protector of the Year Award is here and here to stay. Thank you to everyone involved. Today we made history. Quote, we may not have all the fancy stats or end up on a highlight reel every week, but without us, there's no rushing titles, passing titles, or touchdowns. Deion Dawkins. Guess who's going to win the first one? Four-time Pro Bowler. Bills offensive lineman, left tackle. Especially if the Bills have a good year. You don't say, do ya? This award means everything to the big guys up front. The Protector of the Year isn't just about stats. It's about mindset, grit, leadership. It takes to be the foundation of a football team. Whitworth posted on X. It's time the men who lead, protect, and never ask for credit are recognized as the backbone of this game. It's time for the men that never ask for credit get credit. Shit. Well, okay. It's time for the men that never say anything be heard. Well, fuck. Oh, we really need to think about this, guys. We have fucked this up terribly. It's time, the overweight guys down in the trenches, it's time for them to eat. No, God bless. We got to work on the marketing for this award. This sucks. Yeah, we have got to do a better job of marketing this award. That's all I'm going to say. Protector of the Year. Yeah. So that's it. Okay. Now, that brings me one more NFL note. And this is the last topic of the day. It's 4:30. We have been very sportsy today. It's been very sportsy. I want to hate this so much. And I do. Oh, I do. I hate it so much. The NFL owners at the owners' meetings voted unanimously to approve and allow for NFL players to participate in flag football in the Olympics in 2028 in Los Angeles. I hate this so much. This is just egregious. This is not even like, I don't like this. This does not even make sense. Why? Like, this is not okay. I understand that for a very long time in the history of the Olympics, other countries' best athletes were really professionals. And in the spirit of the Olympics, America would send over amateurs. Which is why, like, basketball and hockey, that's why the Miracle on Ice was such a big deal. We weren't sending NHL players, but the players that we sent were, collegiate players or just amateur guys, a guy that pumps gas at a gas station and then he just puts on the old skates and gets after it. Yeah, no way, hoser. And they're going up against world-class hockey players that live in Russia. And they will die for Mother Russia for gold. And that's why it was a big deal. And then shortly thereafter, I think it was the beginning of the 84 Olympics. Was it 92, 88 or 92? So I think it was 92 was the first Dream Team. That was when they decided to start allowing professional athletes. So, because there was, they were from Minnesota. Jackass. Told us, why does your amateur American sound Canadian? He's from Minnesota. Fuck off, hoser. You've never seen, what was that? No way. Back off, hoser. Oh, what was that movie? Mark knows. I know Mark G knows which movie I'm talking about. So does Dallas Hater 69 and Jeff Bell. No way. Strange Brew. Strange Brew. Nailed it. Got it before you could tell me. Dubs got it. Dubs just nailed it too. Strange Brew. Yep. No way, eh? Back off, hoser. Yeah, strange brew. Dumbass. But 92 was about when America started to say, oh, okay. You want to keep talking shit about how we don't win medals, huh? Okay. Get you some of this dream team action. Yeah. Get you some of this pro hockey action. Get you some of these professional baseball. Get you some of these. We're going to start paying our athletes too. Fair is fair, bitch. And that changed things. But look, Justin Jefferson came out and said, I'm just at a loss for words. Just to think about the chance of playing in the Olympics and getting a gold medal is a dream. Just reverting back to being a kid and watching track and field meets, watching basketball win the gold medal. That's something as a kid I always wanted to be a part of. But football wasn't global. So now that we're expanding the game and we're going more global, it's pretty cool. The expansion to global platform is something that's excited the NFL Executive Vice President of Football Operations, Troy Vincent. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think the world finally has an opportunity to see the greatest athletes in the world participate, both men and women. I think the membership vote today, allowing the young fellas to put their hand up and be that dream team that we all saw, that I grew up watching in 92. That's not the same. Okay? Let me tell you why it's not the same. Basketball has been played and was played around the world a lot longer. There were European leagues and for decades before the Dream Team. Flag football. How long has international flag football been around? 1998. International flag football as an organized sport has been around since the formation of the International Federation of American Football in 98. IFAF oversees international competitions, including flag football, and has been involved in organizing international championships since 2002. The International Women's Flag Football Association was established in 97. But roughly, the International Flag Football World Championships started in 2002. I mean, we're talking 25 years. Bro, that is nothing. You think the rest of the world has caught up to Americans and American football in 25 years? Are you fucking crazy? Are you nuts? They're just now catching up to America in basketball. This is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be embarrassing. It's stupid. I don't even want to watch it. I don't give a shit about watching it. Flag football's been around forever, but I promise you global flag football has not. First known recorded history of flag football was Fort Meade, Maryland. The National Touch Football League was played by your uncle. All right, I may have thrown that part in myself. That was formed in 1960. Since 71, the league has had a national championship. Basic rules and variations. The Canadian League, let's see. Chiefly because there's no dominant sanctioning organizations of the sport, the game is mutated in many variations. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 players on each side. Co-ed, single gender, kicking and punting, and with point after conversions or without. Field sizes that vary from full Canadian Football League size, National Football League size, to fields a third that size. What do you do about linemen, NFL, CFL flags, blocking, no blocking? If allowed, blocking is usually restricted to the chest. The sport is also played on surfaces other than traditional grass, including a sand beach. Beach flag football has previously featured as a discipline in the Asian beach games. Says the NFL sponsored the inclusion of flag football as an invitational event during the month's 2022 World Games, a multi-sport event featuring sports and discipline not currently contested in the Olympics. Birmingham. The men's tournament was won by the United States. The women's tournament by Mexico. 2022 World Games was the 40th anniversary of the event, which took place in 2022. World Games. Yeah, this is not good. Canadian Flag Football League was established in 2019. United Kingdom is mostly five-a-side. This was established in... doesn't say. National Flag Football League organized the British American League at senior level. It's not good. Okay? It's just not good. It's very masturbatory, to say the least. I don't want to watch it. I have no interest in it. It seems very silly, very stupid, very selfish. All these NFL stars are like, oh man, I've always wanted to win a gold medal. Cool. You're going to be playing against 19-year-olds that are not athletes in the same sense that you're an athlete. They don't have $1 million facilities, $1 million trainers, $1 million chefs. Their name is fucking Bobby Balvet, and they fucking live in a fucking hut, and they're just happy to be there. They had to get fucking sponsored to get in the country, and they barely could get a fucking flight. And I mean, like, Jesus Christ. But good for you, Justin Jefferson. You got your gold medal. Oh, you're an Olympic athlete. You fucking beat a bunch of 17-year-olds in flag football because you're 6'8" and they're all 5'7". Get the fuck out of here, man. This is silly shit. This is silly shit. No other country in the world has an NFL, but yet we're all supposed to believe that when we send our NFL players to play flag football against their whoever the fucks, it's going to be fair. Get the fuck out of here. Perry, that's hilarious. So accurate. They already play flag football every Sunday from September to February. I believe it's called the NFL. The over-under on games is going to be in the 50s. It's going to be unwatchable. Facts. Yeah. Total Dallas said we played two-hand touch football in the neighborhood streets. Yeah. Your uncle played two-hand touch with you too. Oh yeah, two-hand touch football never ended in two-hand touch part. It turned into tackle football when we played in our neighborhood park. Oh, yeah. Inevitably, someone touched your balls, and then there was a fight. Why you gotta grab my dick, bro? I was just trying to two-hand touch you. No, you one-hand touched me, and the other one grabbed my dick. Now, come on, Bobby. That's 3 times you done grabbed my dick. I'm sick of this shit. We could only tackle on the sidelines, someone's yard. Yeah, like on the curbs. Yeah, we played in the streets. It was like, depending on how many of us there were, when it would be like how far the field was, but it was usually light pole to light pole. It was usually light pole to light pole, right? So it was like, all right, light pole to light pole touchdown. There was always an all-time QB. Because we always had an odd number. You know what I mean? There was always 7 of us. It was like, well, God damn it, man. Somebody go home. Ain't one of y'all's mamas looking for y'all? We could just run 6-on-6. No, I can stay. Man, fuck you, Frank. Just go home, bro. Nobody wants you to play anyways, man. You got that weird ass pigeon toe. You run all crooked and shit, man. No, nobody. You got that, man. Go, bro. Just go. And you stink, man. Nobody even wants to guard you. And then you go to pick teams. I got Frank. Why? Because them pigeon toe motherfuckers is fast, bro. I don't know why. Them little pigeon toe motherfuckers can run. It's like a cheat. It's like a cheat code, man. They got that little extra flip in them or some shit. I don't know what it was, bro. Every person I knew that was pigeon toe could get it, boy. They're hoofed, boy. I don't know. And they stunk. So you wasn't going to get up on Frank and get that little pigeon toes going, boy. Yeah. We used to have an all-time QB. One person was designated QB if it was an odd number. 100%. P for K, pass for kick, because nobody could punt. So you didn't have kickoffs. You didn't have kickoffs. It was P for K, pass for kick. So you just yelled P for K, and then whoever the all-time QB was would just throw that shit. Heave that shit. And then you run, swarm. And then usually that was 4-on-3 because the all-time QB would throw it, and then he got to go down and tackle with you. Well, not tackle, but two-hand touch or whatever it was, two below. Because he was either there was several different kinds of football. It was two-hand touch, which is anywhere. As long as I got both hands on you, you're down. Two below, which is you had to touch them below the waist. Don't come at me with that gay shit either. I'm sick of it. So it was either two-hand touch, two below, tackle, or just touch. I just got to touch you. One hand. That was lame though. We rarely did that. You got to get two hands on them. But it was, sometimes it was just, it was just one hand touch. But we rarely played one hand touch. It was two hands, two below, or tackle on the sidelines. But you could, if it was two below, it was two below in the streets, tackle on the edges, sidelines. But you got to watch them mailboxes. Fuck you up. But yeah, man. We would do the P for K, all-time QB, no QB sneaks, no running, no runs. You can't run. The only time you could run is if they blitzed. That was it. And you could only blitz at 5 Mississippi. That's it. And you can't be shorter than the Mississippis. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. No Mississippi, motherfucker. It's Mississippi. You can't Mississippi. Mississippi ain't a state, bitch. Mississippi. I want to hear all them goddamn letters. All of them. I want to hear them all. Those was the rules. And you had that motherfucker standing there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. And then you had to yell, blitz! And then they ran in. But you had to yell blitz. If you didn't yell blitz when you blitz, first down, automatic first down. Perry said, fun fact, I ran into a stop sign while playing pole to pole on the corner in our neighborhood. Yeah. There were some hazards growing up. There was definitely some hazards growing up. Telling you, bro. I hit a mailbox. I made a sweet ass catch. Hit the light pole. I was in though, bitch. I held on. Got them feet down. Hit that pole. I held on though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Perry. That's what I'm talking about. We did the 10 count and couldn't cross the imaginary line until someone called blitz. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. See, we all had the same rules. Where did this come from, by the way? Who made all of these rules up and then passed them around? Because they seem almost universal. Like they almost seem like Eric, when you played these, but y'all had a 10 count. We had a 5 Mississippi, which was probably the equivalent of a 10 count because y'all probably went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blitz! Which is like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Blitz! It's the same fucking thing. Where did you grow up, Eric, when you were doing all this? Where were you at? Eric said we did a whole of Mexican soccer players that could kick the throwing part. Was not good most of the time. That's funny. So y'all would do kick for pass. That's funny. Spoon said all the trouble and dangerous shit we did. What up, Spoon? As a kid. And my kid is scared to walk to the end of the driveway. Right? Oh my God, bro. I remember one time in high school, me and my friend, Patrick Reynolds, we slept under a bridge, bro. We snuck out of his house, took 2 bottles of his dad's tequila. That was when I ate the worm for the first time. Yeah. We slept under a bridge all night. Don't tell Jenny this. This was high school, bro. Middle of the week. Just, why? I don't know. Just because we fucking wanted to. Didn't even get high. Just got faded drunk. Slept under a bridge in the neighborhood. Hey. Smoked cigarettes and got drunk. Stupid shit. Man, that shit was fun. Yeah, so Pasadena, right? Bro. So Eric, you grew up in Pasadena. I grew up at this time, this would have been in Harvest Bend subdivision. So that's off of 1960 and Jones, Winfern. Bro, that's completely different parts of town. Like not even close. Perry said we played in Louisiana, placed by my cousin, and they never said Mississippi. They said alligator. Oh, that's hilarious. But I knew people that would say alligator. I knew people that would say 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. That's funny. But I think they were from Mississippi, or they were from Louisiana. And so they would say alligator, 1 alligator, 2 alligator. That's hilarious. I wonder why that is. I told Alice that I'm on Weston 290 now. I'm about to pass Jersey Village and Harvest Bend. Anything else to admit? What the hell? What do I got to admit? That was my formidable years. Formative years? Whatever. Yeah, bro. Grew up in Harvest Bend. Went to Campbell Junior High. Jersey Village High School. That's where I ran them streets, bro. So you know where Harvest Bend is, right? So we lived on Broken Sky. One time, me and my buddy Jeff Leach, we was chasing ass. We rode our bikes. This was before the Beltway existed. Dre said, look in your mirror, total dollars. This was before the Beltway existed. I want to show you. I wonder if I can pull this up on the map. Let's see. Let's see how far this is. Let's see. See if it finds it. Oh, it sure does. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Yeah, I used to live on Broken Sky, right? And my house was directly in front of this water tower. Directly in front of this water tower. See, I'm gonna favorite that. And then I'm gonna come on down to over here. Wrench around now. Look at wrench around now. Windfern Forest. Where was this bitch? Where this bitch live? There we go. There we go. Down there on the bayou. No, she lived on the lower. She lived off of Prairie. I think she lived. I think she lived like right here. Somewhere in here. Let's call it right here. Yeah, it's close enough. Fuck it. Close enough. I'm gonna show y'all something crazy. So this this was back in the day, because this is to Spoon's point. Spoon said Harvest Bend had so many party houses. Bruh. Spoon said, you couldn't get my ass in the house. I wanted to spend the entire day outside, rode our bikes, clear across town, and never worried about getting kidnapped. This is to your point, Spoon. So we lived here. Harvest Bend, Broken Sky, right? Now, back in the day, the Beltway did not exist. This is Beltway 8 right here. All right, so you see this heart right here, right? You see this little heart right here. And then you see this heart right here. This is where this chick lived. So the Beltway did not exist. All of this area, let me see. Can I show cursor? Can y'all see my mouse now? Yeah, you can see my mouse. All of this used to be woods. It was just all woods. There was like one little trail, but all of this back in the day was all woods and that led to 290 until you got to Philippine Street. So we rode our bikes from here. You ride up through Fallbrook, and then you would enter. You'd get in I think it was on this bayou right here. And like you would get on this trail. And basically where the Beltway is now used to be a trail. And let's see, to drive this bitch would be how far? Let's see. Let's go here. Directions. So it's 5 miles if you drove it. Yeah. This is 5 miles if you drove it with highway. There was no damn highway. None. Like, we didn't know what the fuck we was doing. Like, back then, that was a long ways to go. Because this was like, it seems wild, but back then, this was like the other side of the world. Because the only way to get here was to take Windfern. Man, we cut through all these woods. Man, we got in so much trouble. His dad found out. My mom didn't find out. His dad found out. He was pissed. He's like, y'all could have got kidnapped. Y'all could have died in them damn woods. Nobody would have known. Nobody knows about that place. Eh. I wonder if they have like old maps. Old satellite. Ooh. ArcGIS. Ooh. Oh, that's crazy. I wonder how far back you could go. I know like with the internet, you can go way back. I'd love to see like old satellite images of that time and see. You can go back on Google Earth. Can you really? Yeah, Windford's still a narrow ass road. Yeah, bro. Well, 5 miles on a bike through a dust ass trail with nothing but forest and shit was crazy. Let's see. Google Earth. I don't know if I can see this shit. Google Earth. God, when was that? This was junior high? This was 8th grade? This was 1987? I don't think it goes that far back. Does it? Oh, 2021. Yeah. Oh. Oh, maybe you can. Stop. Pause. Pause. Oh, that is dope. You can go back on Google Earth, it looks like. Can you? Oh, just some parts like the polar ice caps or some shit. Maybe? No way. Oh, that's dope. Is this real? Is this real life? That's pretty slick if that's true. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the coordinates here. Oh, yo, that's crazy. It sure did find that shit. Oh, yeah. It's got the Beltway is not there now. Yo, that is dope. Check this out. This is as much as you can zoom in on it, though. So, like, this is that. So here, I think this is 290 right here. But you see this green area right here? That's what we rode through. See? Isn't that fucking wild? All the way to get over to, see, there's Winford. I think that's Winford. Yeah. And that's fucking crazy. I didn't know Google Earth would go back that far. That's dope. It'll go back to the 50s in some places. That's crazy. Sorry, I've been busy. Just got back. Just tracking an earlier topic about HEB picking my orders. I ain't taking food advice from 10-day-old spaghetti eating Barry. Kiss my ass. All right, I gotta go. Speaking of food, I'm gonna go make dinner for me and my wife. We got some HEB ready-made salmon. Hey, fun show. Look at us. Dude, that's crazy. I love that. You can go back to 1984. Oh, that is trippy. Look at that, dude. 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. Look, you can see I'm starting to get the Beltway ready. There it goes. Look, 87, 88. They started laying the foundation for the Beltway. 89, 90, 92. Beltway's in, bro. That's insane. Yeah, see, so all that shit right there, that was the grassy shit that we rode through back in the day. It didn't exist there in 87 when we rode through. You can kind of see the trail. See this little thing right there? That's that trail that we came out of. That's dope, dude. Well, little trip down memory lane. Drop a pin on Google and hit images. It'll let you go back as far as they have. Drop a pin on Google and hit images. What do you mean? Like on Google Maps? Oh, really? So like go here. And hit images? What? I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't understand what you're saying. That's pretty dope, though. All right, let's get out of here. Fun times. Good times, kiddos. Good times. Spooky. Spoon said, I miss the HEB stuffed salmon. Damn. That's what we're having. That's what we're having, Spoon. Just to touch some boobies. Oh. This is working. Them titties was righteous. Shout out to you, Monica. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Thursday. And tomorrow, along with the show, we will also... Oh, did you know, Monica? We will also be doing... Monica and Christina? We will also be doing a private hour. Yep, we sure will. Get back on that. In the meantime, do me 3 favors, everybody. Huh? Why don't you? Be safe and be kind. And most importantly, love each other. Bye, everybody. I shan't kiss and tell, Dre. Good times, Alex. Thank you, brother. No. Now I gotta look that up. No. I don't even know who that is. I gotta go look her up on Facebook. No. Nope. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye. And he's making a YouTube video.